Hi, my name is Matan, and I'm a product marketing manager at DoiT International. DoiT International makes the cloud simple for customers so they can focus more on building better products and delighting their own customers. We do this by providing unlimited advisory and support, as well as building proprietary technology exclusively for our customers at zero cost to them. In this session, you're going to learn how you can maximize compute engine discounts effortlessly using a technology we built called FlexSave. Let's start with a refresher on Google Cloud's committed use discounts. Google Cloud Compute Engine lets you purchase committed use contracts in return for deeply discounted prices for VM usage. These discounts are referred to as committed use discounts, or CUDs for short. With CUDs, you're purchasing compute engine resources like vCPUs and memory at a discounted price in return for committing to paying for those resources for 1 year or 3 years. Purchasing committed use discounts is a great way for cost-conscious companies to reduce compute costs for their stable, predictable workloads. The most significant advantage is that no prepayment is required. With other platforms, you have to pay upfront to benefit from the maximum discounts, and if you only partially pay upfront or on a monthly cycle, the cost advantages are nowhere near as good as they are with Google Cloud CUDs. The second advantage is that you are committed to several vCPUs in memory rather than specific machine types. And so this gives you the flexibility to switch between instance types, like if you needed to switch from 2 cores to 4 as your needs change. We hear from customers saying that they want to take advantage of CUDs, but they're not sure if they're yet ready to manage some of the associated risks. Specifically, they wonder about CUD fleet management, predictability, and uncovered workloads. Around management, so managing your commitments is not as simple as it seems. You have to first educate yourself around the nuances of purchasing, analyzing, and tinkering with commitments, which takes time. Lack of familiarity can lead to missed savings or losses due to underutilized commitments. It also involves monitoring and continuous maintenance of commitments, which can take your engineering team's time and focus away from product. There's also the issue of renewing. If you purchase a CUD for 1 year, you need to remember to renew it exactly on the day it ends. And so FlexSave, as you'll see, helps resolve this complexity. Second is around predictability. So when committing, you have to predict a baseline of what your compute will be in any given hour of any given day of any given month for 12 or 36 months. And you want to be as accurate as possible so you can cover the largest amount of compute with CUDs in the most effective way. As a result, I'm sure you can guess, you need to be very careful when you buy. And so, you might be early in your cloud journey, maturity-wise, still figuring out what teams and projects are consuming in terms of compute, or the nature of your business is ever changing. It might be cyclical or driven by trends that make predicting your future needs difficult. And even if you have very predictable workloads that are predictable today may have requirements radically change a few months after the commit. We've seen that throughout COVID, many companies saw dramatic changes in user activity, or they pivoted in reaction to changing needs brought about by the pandemic, which brought about changing needs in terms of workloads. Finally, uncovered on-demand workloads. So you might find yourself in situations where you have eligible on-demand usage even after purchasing CUDs. This is because some teams, usually when people purchase CUDs, they leave some sort of buffer room just in case. And so this represents an untapped opportunity to save even more money on compute with CUDs. So we specifically listen to customer needs and develop technology that automates what has been done manually today. And that way you can take advantage of all of the benefits of a CUD without the hesitation factors mentioned in the last slide. And in a nutshell, FlexSave automates the management of CUDs so that you maximize compute discounts with zero compute commitments, zero risk, and zero management. So on the first point, DoiT carries the commitment on your behalf, and you can turn off FlexSave at any time. Zero risk, meaning you bear zero loss risk, even if you shut down instances in the middle of the month. And zero management, well, with the literal click of a button, you don't have to worry about monitoring commitments or tinkering with workloads anymore. It's all automated. And how does FlexSave work? Very quickly, it tracks any uncovered on-demand usage, so anything not already covered by CUDs, and then it assigns CUDs automatically from our wholesale inventory to cover those previously uncovered workloads better by giving you a 1-year cut equivalent discount on those now covered workloads in the process. And then our monitoring system responds to any changes in your resource utilization and adjusts the numbers of attached CUDs in real time. Here we have a simple example of a customer that purchased CUDs for a specific level of these CPUs, as you can see in this blue shaded area. They wanted to make sure that they had a buffer so that they can guarantee that they're meeting their commit. That's why you don't see this blue shaded area reach to this level of where my mouse is, in case, as we discussed, in case needs change as far as their workloads. And so as a result, they're leaving some extra savings on the table to avoid underutilization. But with FlexSave enabled, they're now saving the 1-year cut equivalent on those previously uncovered workloads, now shaded in teal here. And so this is on top of what they were already saving with CUDs before. In some cases, they may not even be using CUDs in the first place. And so all of this would be shaded teal. And so FlexSave is dynamically managing all of this and taking all of the risk. And so all you need to worry about is what to do with your savings, whether it's dedicating it to other projects in Google Cloud or exploring new services or purchasing other products in the marketplace or simply pocketing it. It's up to you. But that's really all you have to think about with FlexSave. So what does this all mean for you? What does life after turning FlexSave on look like? One, you're going to scale in Google Cloud with confidence because FlexSave ensures that your unit cost is optimized for rate, meaning you're optimally using Compute Engine. And this allows you to grow and scale with confidence. For our customers, this has meant less time fretting about whether they're using Google Cloud efficiently and more time focusing on product. Number two, you're going to eliminate overhead. You and your engineers are more productive with FlexSave because you don't have to deal with the overhead that comes with managing and monitoring commitments anymore. And this frees yourself and them to focus more on product and growth opportunities again. Third, you're eliminating risk. Lowering risk is great. Lowering risk when it comes to compute commitments is even better. With FlexSave, you're lowering your overall underutilization risk. And that's because any workloads covered by FlexSave are risk-free from your perspective. DoiT bears any losses. Lastly, you're maximizing compute engine savings. What was previously uncovered on-demand workloads, you're now realizing the equivalent of a 1-year cut discount on them. And so these are savings that you weren't getting before. Now, let's look at a quick demo of FlexSave. So the most important part of showing you a quick demo of FlexSave today is the fact that it is so easy for you to set up and utilize. This means that you can start taking advantage of the benefits mentioned in the previous slides in a matter of minutes. And so let's see how quick it is. Here you have sort of the landing page before enabling FlexSave, where you get a preview of your potential monthly savings. And this savings, again, this represents additional savings you'll realize on previously uncovered workloads that you were paying on-demand pricing for. So here we see savings expressed as a percentage versus original on-demand spend, and then also in absolute dollars. And finally, you'll see what you're going to be spending after the savings are applied. And so again, turning FlexSave on is as simple as the click of a button. Click Start Saving. And then here you get a nice basically preview of your current month savings, as well as any historical savings and future projected savings for FlexSave. Continuing from the demo, as mentioned, technologies including FlexSave are available to DoiT International customers at zero cost. But who is DoiT International? There are many ways that I would describe DoiT, but to keep it short and simple, I would say that we help companies evaluate, test, migrate, and optimize on public cloud. We do this through a combination, again, of advisory and support and building proprietary technology exclusively for customers. And so FlexSave is one of those many technologies available, and it's all offered through our main product, the DoiT Cloud Management Platform, or CMP for short. And so in the next slide, we'll take about 20 seconds to go over some additional capabilities that you can tap into in the CMP. But just a little bit more on DoiT. We were recently named 2020 Global Partner of the Year, and we are Google Cloud's largest MSP globally. And we have been doing this cloud thing for quite a bit some time, over a decade of deep hands-on expertise. You can check out, you see the link here, our stats page, stats for our support. We're very transparent about that. And again, our goal is to make the cloud super simple for you, so you and your company can spend more time on improving your own products, driving growth, and making your own customers happy. And we've helped over 1,500 companies do this over the past decade plus. And our goal in the end is to share what we've learned with you as an extension of your tech team. You can think of us as your own personal Stack Overflow. So we're here to add, not substitute. And so a little bit more of the CMP. Again, FlexSave is just one part of a larger portfolio of technologies that you can tap into through our cloud management platform. So if you're looking to get more visibility into your costs in ways that you can't currently in the Google Cloud Console, including with your GKE spend, if you have any, CMP is for you. If you're looking to map costs and analyze them in alignment to your business so you can allocate appropriately, CMP is for you. If you're looking to get notified, for instance, about sudden spikes in the cloud without having to set any manual thresholds or do anything, then it's for you. Finally, if you're looking to get actionable recommendations on improving how you use BigQuery without having to touch any audit logs, then the CMP is for you. And of course, there's a lot more than this, but this is just a quick preview. And if you're looking to test drive FlexSave and the rest of the DoiT CMP, great news. You can create a free account and explore it with dummy data. Following the link below, we're going to send you an email to this as well if you want to sign up for a free account and test drive. And lastly, if you want to start saving with FlexSave right away, you can get in touch with us via the link in this slide. We're also going to follow up with you after Google Next with some resources, including this link. And finally, what does it take to become a DoiT International customer? All you have to do, it's very simple, pay exactly what you're paying in Google Cloud today, but through us. There's no markups. There's no complicated contracts. You can stop being a customer at any time. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you got some value out of that. And of course, again, if you're interested in using FlexSave or working with DoiT International, we're going to follow up with some additional resources and information for you to do just that. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your Google Next sessions, and we'll be in touch shortly.